I'm not mad that we lost the game. I'm mad at the way we lost the game. I'm mad at the little ticky-tack things that led us to losing this games. We had every opportunity to just blow out this team, and it didn't happen. But I'm not surprised we lost. I had us losing at the beginning of the season. I had us splitting, the games this season. And let's break down this horrible Texans loss to the Colts. Cue the intro.
The city of the dream team, Hakeem, Turing, Beyonce, yeah, man. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block made a hot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo. And our Houston Texans lost just about 20 minutes ago to the Indianapolis Colts. And this game was very, very bad from the start. And is almost a trend of the Houston Texans is that they start off so horrible in the first quarter, and early in the second quarter, and just start turning it on until you almost halftime, third and fourth. On the offensive side of the ball, the run game wasn't really there until the end of the game. They were just shutting us down, man. And I'm not really mad that we had to put the ball in Deshaun Watson's hands and have him air it out. But if the run game is going, we're basically unstoppable. But it just wasn't that way. Our red zone today was just absolutely horrible when we had been the top team in red zone. We had 3 trips in the red zone in the first half. All of them field goals. That is not how you win a game in the NFL, especially when your defense was just getting absolutely demolished, but I'll go over that later. The offensive line was not bad. It was not great. Larry Tunsil false starts again late in the game. He had 2 false start penalties today, and it's not discouraging because he's the best left tackle in the game. So you're gonna take some of the stuff that he does, but he protects Deshaun Watson's blind side. The right side was just not good at all, and that's because you don't have rookie Titus Howard. Titus Howard is a surprise. He was a gem. He was one of the best right tackles in the league, and having Roger Johnson there, and then him getting hurt, and then having number 70 Skipper come in, you could easily tell how the right side wasn't as strong, and we could see because they were putting pressure on Watson. Now Watson only got sacked twice, so I'm not really worried about this offense. I just hope we could get Mr. Titus Howard back. DeAndre Hopkins went off today, which is something that we've been wanting. He had over 100 yards, a touchdown. Kenny Stills was just doing Kenny Stills things, going for the deep ball, catching it, making people miss. Duke Johnson, when you get him in space, he's just underrated. The tight ends weren't involved a lot in this game, which is very surprising because last week they were just, they were there. And every game that we have lost, the tight ends have been non-existent. And they were almost non-existent today. Will Fuller got hurt again, which nobody's surprised that he got hurt. I don't even know how he got hurt. I all we hear is like, Will Fuller is questionable to return with a hamstring injury. This man is injury prone. He's probably played his last game as a Texan. You can't trust him. He goes from having 3 touchdowns, 200 yards to dropping 3. And it's just, I'm not going to say he was a bust as a first round pick because it was late and he has been good. But, I'm done with the Will Fuller experiment. It hasn't worked. In big time games, he's dropped the balls. For example, a couple years ago when we had Brock Osweiler at quarterback, that deep touchdown ball, he drops it. Also, I'm sorry if there's interference. We're having an air show around my house. So planes are coming in left and right. But that's my take on the offense. The offense had a chance to win the game, and Deshaun Watson throws an interception to the Colts. He threw off his back foot. Horrible. And then your defense does something great and forces a 3 and out with almost 20 seconds off. So we're still good. You score, fantastic job. Defense does it again. 3 and out. And then you're in position to win the game, and you throw an interception. You threw it to Kiki Kuti, who Kiki Kuti reached up as far as he can. Ball hit him in the hands. He should have caught it. He bobbled it. Second year, Darius Leonard picked it off. Game over. Just ticky-tack things that happened on the offensive side, really killed us. Now let's go over to the defensive side. The defense was absolutely horrible for the first 3.5 quarters. They were letting Jacoby Brissett do whatever he wanted, but it wasn't the way I expected it. I expected Marlon Mack to just run over all the Texans, and he didn't. So we were like, okay, now we have to put the ball in Brissett's hands and make him throw. And he threw all over us. Our secondary is very hurt. You don't have Bradley Roby. Jonathan Joseph went out earlier in the game, so you had to rely on Crossan, Phillip Gaines, and rookie Lonnie Johnson. And they didn't play good. They played decent, but when you're going against T.Y. Hilton, when you're going against that guy number 14, who I'm sorry I forget his name, but he absolutely torched us today. Had over 100 yards, a touchdown. The defense was just getting gashed. We did manage to put pressure on Jacoby Brissett, but he was just finding people wide open, and it's like every other play was a 20-yard gain for this Colts offense. Until it was towards the end when we started putting pressure on Brissett. We were getting 3 and outs, getting the offense back in the game, and it worked. It almost worked. We had the ball at the end of the game to win it, and we just couldn't. I don't want to be that guy that just blames the refs, but man, these refs killed us. They killed us with that Deshaun Watson sack where he didn't touch the ground, but he threw it to DeAndre Hopkins for the touchdown. They called it back. I understand why they did it. Me being a ref, for Tasso, you don't want to see a player get hurt when you could easily blow the whistle, to stop the play, to just make sure that doesn't happen. But you have to know the teams that you are officiating. When you have Deshaun Watson, you know that he breaks tackles like a madman. I would have liked the refs to just continue to let the play going on, but I understand why they did it. But that doesn't excuse the 10 penalties on the defense. It seems like every third down that we had and we forced them to a 3 and out, penalty. It was holding. It was like 4 plays in a row we're just holding on this defense, and it was ridiculous. We couldn't even touch them. It was just holding. Bernard McKinney put a shot on Eric Ebron, holding. They were quick to throw the flags on the coach. Like I said, I don't want to just blame the refs, but hey, it affected the game, because hey, if we had that touchdown, the one in the first quarter that Deshaun Watson threw to Hopkins, it was called for a sack. It's a 3-point game, and you don't have to worry about going for a touchdown. All you have to worry about is getting in field goal range. Kaimi Fairbairn hit everything in sight today, which is very surprising because normally he misses at least 1 or 2 kicks a game. I don't have any problems with Bill O'Brien. He coached a pretty good game. He had us come all the way back. He had the most underrated call for people to understand. That safety with the punter, that was so smart. And here's why. You would rather punt from the 20 than punt from the back of your end zone. And we saw, hey, we kicked from our 20 and kicked it all the way to their 20. That was fantastic. That was a smart coaching decision. Now we're 4-3. This is a lot better than what I expected us to be, before the season. The Texans need to trade for a corner, and it needs to happen fast in the next couple of days. Everybody in our secondary is hurt. Roby, Jonathan Joseph, Tashawn Gibson, Phillip Gaines just got hurt today. We need corner help fast. You could look at this game and just think, man, Texas really blew it, but the Colts let us get back into this game. I'm not worried about the Colts. When we play them again, we're going to beat them. And it looks like this matchup is going to be to either we go to Indy in the playoffs or they come here. But either way, the playoff chase starts now. We cannot be losing games that we should have won, and we should have won today. We should have won against the Panthers. We should have won against the Saints. We should be an undefeated team. And just little simple mistakes keep us from that way. But hey, brand new week coming on. Let's finish strong. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a blessed day.